The cycle brand is proud of the 5,000-year-old heritage of our nation and has centered the company's mission and vision around the same. The Cycle Heritage Quiz is an endeavor in educating the future of India on our glorious past, our incredible architecture, our diverse culture, great works of our literary legends and artists, the courage of our warriors and freedom fighters, the rich contributions of our scientists, and many more aspects which make us a truly great nation. We now have the finals for the Guwahati cluster, where students from across the seven sisters of the Northeast, Assam, Tripura, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Manipur, Arunachal Pradesh, and Nagaland have taken part, along with Sikkim. Let us meet our six participants. First up, we have Yaduvir Poddar from Sanskriti, the Gurukul in Guwahati. Welcome, Yaduvir.
Hi.
So, Yaduvir, welcome to the Cycle Heritage Quiz, and tell us, how was your experience in attempting the prelim rounds of the Cycle Heritage Quiz?
It was a nice experience. I got to know some things which I did not know earlier. Some questions were tricky, but I managed to clear the round. That's all.
Okay, fantastic. Yaduvir, all the best. Next, we have from the St. Paul's Higher Secondary School in Aizawl, we have R. Lalram Sangha. Welcome.
Oh, hello. Hello, sir.
And feeling confident about your chances?
I don't know, sir. It might depend on the questions.
And tell us, how did you get to know about the Cycle Heritage Quiz?
I stumbled upon it from one of the WhatsApp groups of the school.
Okay, interesting, nice. Great to see students from Aizawl also taking part. I think this is the first time we have a cluster finalist from Aizawl. So all the very best, Laram Sang.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Next, we have from the Kendriya Vidyalaya, Goalpada, we have Utpal Kakati. Welcome, Utpal.
Welcome, sir.
And Utpal, tell us, what is your favorite tourist spot in your state?
I love to visit the Kamakhya temple in Guwahati.
Okay. And what do you most like about the Kamakhya temple?
I don't know, but I like to visit the pilgrimage places like Kamakhya, Jagannath Puri. My dream is there.
Okay, fantastic. And all the very best, Utpal.
Thank you, sir.
Next, we have from the Sarla Birla Gyan Jyoti in Guwahati, we have Aditya Das. Welcome, Aditya.
Thank you, sir, for having me here. Hi, everyone.
And Aditya, how did you feel when you got to know that you have qualified for the cluster final?
Of course, I was excited and happy to know that I was qualified.
Great. And all the very best. I hope you're not feeling nervous.
No, sir.
Great. That's the confidence we need. Next, we have from the Tashi Namgyal Academy, we have Mitali Sharma. Hi, Mitali.
Hello, sir.
And Mitali was actually our winner at the last Guwahati cluster final that was in 2021. So, Mitali, feeling the pressure or relaxed?
Sir, both 50-50.
50-50. Okay. Let's see how you do today and see if you can defend the title. So, all the very best, Mitali.
Thank you, sir.
Last but not the least, we have from the Delhi Public School in Guwahati, we have Priyal Shovasaria. Welcome, Priyal.
Hello, sir.
And Priyal, is this the first time you're playing the Cycle Heritage Quiz?
Yes, sir. It's my first time.
Oh, and you're in class 7, and that makes you the youngest participant today. So be relaxed, don't be nervous, and play freely. Okay?
Okay, sir.
All the very best. Those were your 6 participants for the Guwahati cluster final. And now we are all set to start the first round. And the first round is called Lakshya Bheda. Let's take a look at the rules for Lakshya Bheda. 1 question per participant. This round does not pass. Each question has 4 options. Each participant gets 3 attempts, plus 15 if you get the answer in the first attempt, plus 10 if you get the answer in the second attempt, and plus 5 get the answer in the third attempt. We're all set with our first participant, and our first participant is Yaduvir. Yaduvir, your question coming up on screen now. During his time at the kingdom of Virata, which of these Pandavas disguised himself as a cowherd? Is it A, Yudhishthir? Is it B, Bhim? Is it C, Sahadev? Or D, Arjuna?
C, Sahadeva.
Okay, let's click on C, Sahadev. Good answer, Yaduvir. Well done. 15 points to start off. That's a great start. We'll now move on to contestant number 2, and that is Lalram Sangha. Lalram Sangha, your question coming up now. Great Indian astronomer Aryabhatta had calculated the value of what accurate up to 4 decimals? Is it A, pi, B, E, C, I, or D, Pythagoras' constant?
A, pi.
Okay, Lalram Sangha answers confidently, says A, pi. Let's see if that's right. That's correct, Lalram Sangha. Wonderful start for you as well. 15 points. Next, we have the third question for contestant number 3, and that is Utpal Kakati. Utpal, your question coming up now. For which freedom fighter is India's National Award for Disaster Relief Management named? Is it A, Gopal Krishna Gokhale? Is it B, Chittaranjan Das? Is it C, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose? Or is it D, Lala Lajpat Rai?
Sir, A, I think.
Okay, let's click on A, Gopal Krishna Gokhale. Request, please answer fully. Don't just say A, say A, Gopal Krishna Gokhale.
B, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose.
Okay, let's click on C, Subhash Chandra Bose. That is correct. Well done. 10 points to you, Utpal. Good start. Let's now move on to participant number 4, and that is Aditya. Aditya, your question coming up now. This huge library of the ancient times was called Dharma Ganga. It was housed in 3 huge buildings, Ratna Dodhi, Ratna Sagar, and Ratna Raja. Where was it situated? Is it A, Vikramshila? Is it B, Nalanda? Is it C, Takshashila? Or is it D, Dholavira?
The option B, Nalanda.
Okay, let's click on option B, Nalanda. Aditya, that's the right answer. Well done. 15 points to you. Great start at the Guwahati Cluster Final. Everyone answering everything. Let's move on to participant number 5, and that is Mithali. Mithali, your question coming up on screen now. In July 1924, to which Indian did Einstein write? I have translated your paper and submitted it to the Zeitschrift für Physik for printing. You can just read it. My German is not that great. But to which Indian did Einstein write this? Okay, is it A, Homi Bhabha? Is it B, C.V. Raman? Is it C, Mednath Shah? Or is it D, Satyendranath Bose?
D, Satyendranath Bose.
Okay, let's click on D, Satyendranath Bose. Absolutely correct. Well done, Mithali. 15 points. So far, fantastic scoring here at the Guwahati Cluster Final. Great answering, Mithali. We'll now move on to participant number 6, and that is Priyal. Subrata Mukherjee was the first person to hold which of these posts in the Indian Armed Forces? Is it A, Chief of the Army Staff? Is it B, Chief of Defense Staff? Is it C, Chief of the Naval Staff? Or D, Chief of the Air Staff?
Sir, A, Chief of the Army Staff.
Let's click on A, Chief of the Army Staff. That's the wrong answer. Your next try.
B, Chief of Defense Staff.
Let's click on B, Chief of Defense Staff. Sorry, that's also the wrong answer. Last try.
Sir, number C, Chief of the Naval Staff.
Let's click on C, Chief of the Naval Staff. Sorry, that's also the wrong answer. Subrata Mukherjee was the first Chief of the Air Staff. With that, we come to the end of round number 1. Real lots more questions to go. Don't worry, I'm sure you will score. Now let's move on to round number 2, that is called Jigyasa. Let's take a look at the rules. One direct question per participant passes clockwise, which means from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6. Plus 10 for every correct answer, direct or on pass. The first question is for Yaduvir. Yaduvir, your question coming up now. This tournament was started in 1941 by the Indian Football Association. It was named in tribute to a Maharaja of a place that is now in Bangladesh. West Bengal, including Bengal, has won it the most number of times, 32. Kerala are the current champions. What trophy is being talked about? Passing? Okay, Lalram Sangha.
Santosh Trophy.
Yes, Santosh Trophy is right. Well done, Lalram Sangha. Absolutely correct. Football, it had to be Santosh Trophy, state tournament, the biggest state tournament in India. In football, it is the Santosh Trophy. Good job, Lalram Sangha. We'll have the next direct question for you. Your question? Located at an elevation of 3256 meters, Kushok Bakula Rinpoche Airport is the highest civilian airport in India. Which city does it serve?
Pass.
Okay, passing to contestant 3, that is Uppal,
Srinagar.
not Srinagar. Passing to Aditya,
Gangtok.
not Gangtok. We will pass on to contestant number 5, and that is Mitali.
So pass.
Passing. Okay. Priyal.
Sir, no idea about this.
Okay. We will pass to Yaduvir.
Pass.
Okay. Passing. No one got this one. Surprising. Highest airport in India, Kushok Bakula Rinpoche. Enough hints there. It was Leh in Ladakh. Leh is what I wanted. I was expecting someone to get this, but no worries. Lots more questions to go. We'll have our next question, and that is a direct one for Utpal. Utpal, your question coming up on stream now. After India became independent, 4 princely states joined together to form the Matsya Union. It was later absorbed into another state. Which state was it? So Matsya Union became part of which state?
Uttar Pradesh.
Not Uttar Pradesh. We will pass on to contestant 4, and that is Aditya.
Madhya Pradesh.
Not Madhya Pradesh. We will pass on to contestant 5, that is Mitali. But they have to pass.
Andhra Pradesh.
Not Andhra Pradesh. Priyal.
Arunachal Pradesh.
Not Arunachal Pradesh. We'll pass on to Yaduvir.
Telangana.
Not Telangana. Next, we have Lalram Sangha.
Karnataka.
Not Karnataka. Matsya Union was part of, or became part of, Rajasthan. Rajasthan was what I was looking for. No one got any points for this one. We'll move on to question number 4. And question number 4 is a direct question for Aditya. Aditya, your question coming up now. Who was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize 3 times by Ole Kolbjørnsen, deputy member of the Norwegian Parliament, between 1937 and 1948, but didn't once get the award?
Pass.
Passing. Okay, let's move to Mitali.
No idea.
Okay, let's move on to 6th contestant, Priyal.
Sir, no idea.
Okay, you can try, but anyhow, let's move on to Yaduvir. Take a guess. No negative.
Nehru.
Jawaharlal Nehru?
Yes.
That's not the right answer, but it's a good attempt nevertheless. We will move on to Lalram Sangha.
Mahatma Gandhi.
It is Mahatma Gandhi. Good answer there, Lalram Sangha. Taking an educated guess. I guess that was a guess.
Yes, sir.
Good guess,
No.
Lalram Sangha. 10 more points to you. Good quizzing. And we'll now move on to the next question. It's a direct one for Mitali. Mitali, your question coming up now. The city was originally known as Ra. In the local language, it meant the land where the flower Keuhi grows. Current name by which it is known was given by the British. Which city was this? Okay, Mitali, I have given you enough time. I have to pass you now. I'm sorry. We will go to Priyal.
Sir, is it Ladakh?
Not Ladakh. We will pass on to contestant number 1, that is Yaduvir.
Srinagar.
No, that's not the correct answer. Next, we have Lalram Sangha.
Kochi.
Not Kochi. A good try though. We will pass on to Utpal.
Bangalore.
Not Bangalore. We will move on to Aditya.
So Jaipur.
Not Jaipur. You are all on the wrong track. This was a city from the northeast. This is Kohima. Kohima is what I was looking for. No one gets any points for this one. Let's move on to question number 6, and that is for Priyal. Priyal, your question coming up now. The monastery is the second biggest and oldest in Asia and is known as the Ganden Namgyal Lakse. The 8-meter high gilded statue of Lord Buddha dominates the sanctum. Which monastery has been talked about? In 5, 4.
Sir, pass.
Passing. Okay, Yaduvir. Yes, Yaduvir.
Pass.
Okay, passing. We will move on to Lalram Sangha.
Sir, pass.
Okay. Let's move on to Utpal.
The Tibet monastery.
Repeat again.
It's a Tibetan monastery or Tibetan monastery.
Not Tibetan monastery. I mean, there are a lot of monastery are Tibetan, but needed a particular name or location. Let's move on to Aditya.
So pass.
Passing. Okay. Last but not the least, let's move on to Mitali.
Sir, I don't know.
Okay, this is actually surprising because this is one of the most famous monasteries in the northeast. This is from Arunachal Pradesh. This is the Tawang Monastery. This is the Tawang Monastery. You should have got this one. Anyway, we have down to 2 rounds to go. 2 rounds are done. And it's time to take a look at the scores. So the scores after 2 rounds are as follows. Right now, Yaduvir is on 15 points. Lalram Sangha is in the lead, 35 points. Utpal is on 10 points. We have Aditya and Mitali on 15 points. Priyal yet to open her account, but few more questions to go. So I'm sure she will get on the screen very soon. Reminder, the top 2 from here are going to qualify for the national quarterfinals. So it's very, very close right now for the second spot. Lalram Sangha has a healthy 20-point lead. Now let's move on to the next round, which is called Trishanku. In Trishanku, let's take a look at the rules. 1 question per participant, 3 clues leading to something or someone, plus 15 for getting it in the first attempt, plus 10 for getting it in the second attempt, and plus 5 for getting it in the third attempt. This time we will go in reverse direction, which means the first question is going to be for Priyal. Priyal, your first clue coming up now. These 7 islands were known as Heptanasia to Greek scholars. So a place is there in India which is associated with 7 islands. It was called Heptanasia to Greek scholars. Okay, Priyal, can't give you more time. Let's move on to the next one. When it was under Portuguese control, it was known as Banerjea. Which place in India is this?
Sir, Bombay.
Yes, it is Bombay. Well done. Banerjea. From Banerjea, you get Bombay. Priyal, you get on the scoreboard. Priyal, you get 10 points. We will now move on to contestant number 5, and that is Mitali. Mitali, your question coming up now. In Buddhism, this 5-pronged short club is the symbol of one of the 3 major schools of Buddhism.
Sir, can I have the second clue?
Okay, second clue coming up. The Rig Veda states that this weapon was made by Vastar the maker of divine instruments? It was used to slay the Asura Vrita.
So next clue.
Okay. Indra, the chief among the Devas, is depicted wielding this instrument. Okay, closing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This was an easy one. This Indra is known for wielding the Vajra. The Vajra is also a symbol in Buddhism. Vajrayana school of Buddhism derives from Vajra. Of course, it was used to kill the demon Vrita, and Indra is, of course, associated with the Vajra. No points for you, Mitali. We will move on to Aditya. Aditya, your first clue coming up now. This music director, born on 1st October 1906 at Kumila in present-day Bangladesh, was a member of the Tripura royal family.
Can we move to the next clue?
Sure. Let's move on to clue number 2. A famous cricketer who played 200 tests was named after this music director.
Can we move to the next clue?
Last clue coming up. His son Rahul was also a famous music composer. Yes, Aditya?
No idea.
Okay, this is Sachin Dev Burman, father of Rahul Dev Burman. Sachin Tendulkar was named after the famous music director Sachin Dev Burman. No points for you, Aditya. Let's now move on to contestant number 3, and that is Utpal. Utpal, your question coming up.
Okay, sir.
This national park is named after a tributary of the Brahmaputra.
The next clue.
Okay, next clue coming up. This national park is famous for its population of the wild water buffalo.
So Dihang Patkai National Park.
No, that's wrong. Let's move on to the last clue. It is one of the 2 UNESCO World Heritage Sites in Assam.
Manas National Park.
Manas National Park is the right answer. Well done, Utpal. 5 points to you and a crucial 5 points indeed. We will move on to question number 5. This is for contestant number 2, who's the current leader, that is Lalram Sangha. Lalram Sangha, your question coming up on screen now. In Arunachal Pradesh, this is a 3-day festival and is celebrated by the Monpa tribe. In Sikkim, it marks the conclusion of the harvest season.
Sir, can you give me the next clue?
Next clue coming up. The charm dance is traditionally performed during this festival. The charm dance performed at the Hemis Monastery in Ladakh during this festival is a tourist attraction.
Sir, can you give me the third clue?
Third clue coming up. In Tibetan, the name of this festival means New Year.
The Champa Festival.
Not the Champa festival, it's the Losar festival. The Losar festival is what I was looking for. Should have got this one, Lalram Sangha. But not to worry, you're still in the lead. Let's move on to question number 6, and that is for participant number 1. And Yaduvir, your question coming up now. The city is served by the Lengpui Airport.
Second clue.
Second clue coming up. Prominent landmarks in the city include Solomon's Temple and Denthuama Stadium.
Tripura.
Not Tripura, need a city. Last clue. This city is the capital of Mizoram.
Aizawl.
Aizawl is right. I could see Lalram Sangha knew it from the first clue, obviously. I'm glad that it did not go to Lalram Sangha. It would not have been fair, probably. But yes, it is the capital of Mizoram, and it is Aizawl. 5 points to you, Yaduvir. With that, we come to the end of round number 3. And let's take a look at the scores. So the scores after round number 3 are as follows. Yaduvir right now is in second spot with 20 points. Leading right now is Lalram Sangha with 35 points. Then we have a very close battle for third spot. We have Utpal, Aditya, and Mitali all on 15 points. Priyal also is in the race with 10 points. So 10 points separate 6th from second spot. And the top 2 are going to qualify for our national qualifier. Lalram Sangha is right now 15 points ahead of second spot Yaduvir. Let's see how the cookie crumbles. And let's see which two qualify for our national qualifiers. As we head into our last round, which is called Divya Drishti. Let's take a look at the rules. One direct question per participant, all based on visuals. It passes anti-clockwise, plus 10 for every correct answer, direct or on pass. The first question is going to be for contestant number 6, and that is Priyal. Priyal, your visual coming up on screen now. So Priyal, this is a Republic Day tableau from a state, and it depicts certain divine mythical creatures. All you have to tell me is this is the tableau of which Indian state. Which Indian state is represented by this tableau, which was displayed during the Republic Day parade?
Sir, is it Arunachal Pradesh?
Not Arunachal Pradesh. We will pass on to contestant 5, and that is Mitali.
No, sir.
Okay, passing on to Aditya.
Manipur.
Manipur is correct. Well done, Aditya. 10 points to you. Good answering there. We will now move on to the next question, and that is going to be for Mitali. Mitali, your question. Which Bharat Ratna winner is depicted in this sculpture?
Sir, I don't know.
Okay, you can try. There's no negative marking. Any answers? Now it passes to Aditya.
Bhupen Hazarika.
Yes, of course, it is Bhupen Hazarika. Second answer on a trot. Well done, Aditya. I think now you're on tied for top spot, if I'm not wrong. 35 points for you. Bhupen Hazarika is indeed the correct answer. Next direct question is for you. This is the 12th and last Chogyal of which kingdom?
The Ahom Kingdom.
Ahom Kingdom, so the state will be Assam. No, not that. We will move on to contestant number 3, and that is Utpal.
Arunachal Pradesh.
Not Arunachal Pradesh. We will pass on to contestant 2, that is Lalram Sangha.
Sikkim.
Sikkim, of course. Chogyal is from Sikkim. Well done. 10 points to Lalram Sangha, and that puts you in an even more comfortable position heading into the last 3 questions. We will now move on to question number 4, and that's going to be a direct one for Utpal. Your question. This is the famous Ujjayanta Palace located in which city?
Sir, Jodhpur.
Not Jodhpur. Lalram Sangha.
Kolkata.
Not Kolkata. We will pass on to Yaduvir.
Jaisalmer.
Not Jaisalmer. We'll pass on to contestant 6, and that is Priyal.
Sir, is it Mathura?
Not Mathura. Contestant 5, Mitali.
Is it Kanpur?
Not Kanpur. Contestant 4 and Aditya.
Jaipur.
Not Jaipur. The answer is Agartala. Ujjayanta Palace is in Tripura, capital Agartala. So no one gets points for this one. 2 more questions to go, and this is going to be for Lalram Sangha. Lalram Sangha, your question. Identify this traditional dance that is popular in a particular northeastern state.
Chero in Mizoram.
Of course, it is Cherao. Well done, Lalram Sangha. That's the luck of the draw. Cherao, of course, very popular in Mizoram. You did not get the Mizoram question in the last round, but this time you got it. Well done, Lalram Sangha. You get 10 points, and I think now hit a half century. So congratulations. 1 more questions to go. We have the last question coming up, and it will be for contestant number 1, and that is Yaduvir. Yaduvir, your question. Okay, so this is the rain chart or the weather chart of a place which holds a certain record. Okay. I want you to tell me the name of the place.
Cherrapunji.
Cherrapunji is actually not the right answer. We will pass on to contestant number 6. That is Priyal,
Sir, Shillong.
not Shillong. We will go to Mitali.
So Purvanchal Hills.
No. We will move on to Aditya,
Guwahati.
not Guwahati. We will go to contestant 3. That is Utpal.
Sir, Mansram in Meghalaya.
Yes, Mohsin Ram is absolutely correct. Well done, Utpal. You end on a good note. 10 points. It's not Cherrapunji, but Mohsin Ram that holds the record for being the wettest place on earth. Good answer, Utpal. Nice way to end it. You, I think, have been very, very close to qualifying, but I think that must have just missed out. That we come to the end of our 4 rounds. It's time to take a look at the final scores. So here are the scores for the Guwahati Cluster Final. Priyal comes in 6th spot. Priyal scores 10 points. Mitali was our defending champion, but unfortunately not your day. But again, congratulations for making it this far. Mitali scores 15 points. Yaduvid, brave effort. You gave some good answers at the start. I'm sure we will see you again in future quizzes. Yaduvid gets 20 points. Utpal, great answer at the end. You score 25 points. Aditya gave some crucial answers at the start of the Divya Drishti round. And that enables Aditya to score 35 points and qualify in 2nd spot for our national quarterfinal. Congratulations, Aditya.
Thank you, sir.
And the person who dominated from start to finish kept giving crucial answers from the very, very first round. Last but not the least, he answered a question on his home state with the Cherao dance. Qualifying in 1st spot with 55 points is Lalram Sangha. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Those were your 2 winners who are going to represent the Guwahati clusters and the entire Northeast India in the national quarterfinals. Hope to see a great performance from you in the national quarterfinals as well. Commiserations to all the other participants. We have Utpal, Priyal, Mitali, and Yaduvid. All of you did really well to qualify among so many students across India for this cluster final. It's a great credit to you and your school board. And we hope to see you in other quizzes very, very soon. That we come to the end of the Guwahati Cluster Final. We'll meet you soon in our next Cluster Final. Till we meet again, stay safe, stay happy, stay curious.